Tonight on DC News Now, the threat of severe storms continues as we track the latest with this activity. We'll let you know when things should finally start to calm back down.
Terrifying moments as a child almost drowns at the University of DC with no lifeguard on duty.
We need to make sure that whoever's in charge, whoever's responsible, are held accountable.
The questions for leaders of a summer camp a little boy was attending.
A growing memorial for a mom killed in a hit-and-run crash last month in Maryland.
We're heartbroken. We're frustrated. And we cannot make sense of it because there's no sense to be made.
Her family's emotional pleas for the driver to come forward.
The nation's Smithsonian Museum's in the hot seat over accusations of woke ideology, while the White House says it's worried about how American history is being taught.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. Severe weather touching down in the DMV tonight. DC News Now has team coverage for you of the dangerous storms. Our Daniel Hamburg is in northern Bethesda, Maryland, with a look at all the concern from the intense rain. But first, let's get right over to meteorologist Damon Matson. And Damon, are we in the clear for the night?
Not totally just yet here, Chris and Susan. We are starting to see some improvements as compared to just a few hours ago when things were really hectic out there. But again, we're not totally out of the woods across the entire viewing area. Here's the one thing that we have noticed: the severe thunderstorm watch that goes for another hour until 10 o'clock. It has already been trimmed back across our northern counties, across western and north central Maryland, back over into Frederick, Clark counties in northern Virginia, as well as the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. But D.C. and points to the south still included in this severe thunderstorm watch for the next little while. And while the severe threat may be starting to diminish, the heavy rainfall threat certainly isn't. A flood watch remains until 2 a.m. across north central Maryland, Frederick, Montgomery, Howard, and Carroll counties, all included there, as this radar is not any less active than it was. We just have, thankfully, less warnings that we are contending with at this point. Still a very solid wave of wet weather is crossing the DMV. We have some heavier downpours right now in D.C. and points to the south. We did have heavier rainfall just a little while ago in Montgomery County. That has started to let up to just a steady rain. And as we look a bit farther to the south, that's where things are really nasty across parts of Prince William, Fairfax counties, back over into Prince George's counties near Clinton. Look at all of that heavy rainfall. Some lightning attached to this. Not an easy go whatsoever on those roadways tonight, especially just south of the city at this point. And we did have two severe thunderstorm warnings that were still going back over toward Rappahannock and Madison counties. Those have been allowed to expire. So again, we are now without any active warnings, but we still aren't done with these storms yet. We'll talk about when things finally let up as we head toward our Wednesday coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, and in Montgomery County, police say a bridge has buckled outside of Laytonsville. It's happened on Woodfield Road between Exodus Drive and Brink Road. They say it is due to the severe weather and the flooding there. Police say the road is now closed and the state is responding to help. All right, let's get out to DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg. He is in Montgomery County, driving in North Bethesda, Maryland.
And Daniel, things have really picked up with plenty of rain. How's it going right now at this point?
Yeah, definitely steady rain, Chris and Susan. We are on 355, just approaching the intersection of Grosvenor Lane here in North Bethesda. Things have been on and off throughout the day. We've been up and down 270, and there was some blinding rain and a ton of lightning a little bit earlier. So it was definitely tough for people driving in these conditions. A lot of people slowing down, putting on their hazard lights. But overall, this is something that turns out not to be too much damage that we know of so far with all of that lightning and this rain. So right now it's just pretty steady. You just need your wipers on and to drive the speed limit. But things are looking pretty good right now, guys.
All right, unfortunately, not a whole lot of traffic out there at this hour as well.
Yeah, that is one thing that we could be excited about. There are a few power outages, though, in Maryland due to the storms. Right now, Pepco says that Prince George's County is experiencing the most outages with more than 2,700 people who are impacted. And you can stay on top of the quick developing severe weather conditions by scanning the QR code you see right here on your screen. That'll take you over to our DC News Now weather page where you can see the current conditions. Check the hour-by-hour forecast and get a look at the interactive radar.
A violent 12 hours in the district. 3 people shot, including 2 kids, at 2 different scenes in Northwest, including near E.L. Haynes Public Charter School. Police say a teen and adult were shot just before noontime. Officers say they were both conscious and breathing. Another child was shot in the head just after 1 this morning outside of MedStar Hospital near Michigan Avenue and 1st Street Northwest.
Fortunate that they were by some hospitals. It's just with juvenile and youth, you know, finding trouble is easy for them in the city.
Well, police say the shooters near the hospital may have gotten away on a scooter wearing masks. Meanwhile, the staff at E.L. Haynes saying no summer classes are in session and there's no ongoing threat to campus.
Now to a tragic death in Maryland of a young actress in the role in the sci-fi hit Gonzalez versus King Kong. The investigator saying that Kaylee Hoddle was killed in a car crash in Frederick County overnight. The sheriff saying the 18-year-old was a passenger in the car that slammed into a culvert on Windsor Road there in Imesville. First responders rushed the actress to the hospital where she later died, and the driver is expected to be okay. Investigators believe that excessive speed could be a factor in this crash, but they're going to continue to look into what caused the driver to lose control. A 6-year-old boy remains intubated after he nearly drowned. A campus police report says there was no lifeguard on duty while roughly 30 children swam in the pool at the University of the District of Columbia. We have our DC News Now's Ben Dennis reporting on how the family of this child is demanding answers.
Well, the pool at UDC remains closed here tonight after 6-year-old Adonis Jackson was pulled from the water by his coach. The family attorney tells me he was underneath the water for roughly 2 minutes, and they're just looking for answers.
This 6-year-old boy will have his life forever changed.
Adonis Jackson is sedated and intubated after he was found unresponsive at the bottom of UDC's swimming pool. A Nike soccer camp webpage advertised afternoon swimming as fun, supervised sessions. But UDC police say approximately 30 children were in the pool and no lifeguard was on duty. The university's lifeguard manager told police he had left for lunch and returned around 12:55 as the rescue unfolded. Police say a counselor tried but could not remove Adonis from the water. The head coach pulled him out and gave Adonis CPR until paramedics took over. The family's attorney tells me Adonis was underwater for more than 2 minutes, and at the hospital, he's responded to music and grabbed his mother's hand.
They're seeking justice. They want to understand what happened to their boy. But more importantly, whatever protocols weren't followed, we need to make sure that whoever's in charge, whoever's responsible, are held accountable.
Right now, UDC has closed the pool during their review, but says the independently operated soccer camp remains open. The group Force Soccer has not responded to our questions of who gave the green light for the kids to get in the water and who ultimately was responsible for supervising them. Now, a spokesperson representing Nike says that they're in contact with Force Soccer and they were unable to, quote, comment on specifics at this time. In Northwest D.C., Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
Recognition for Northern Virginia Police Department's drone program, a national association honoring Fairfax County for its criminal justice and public safety efforts since launching the tool back in September. Officials say that recent technology has really allowed them to expand the program, use AI to evaluate emergency calls, and dispatch drones in real time.
In Virginia, adults who were adopted can now get a copy of their original birth certificate without needing a court order. Previously, adoptees had to get that court order to access records, but that changed under a new law that took effect on the 1st of the month. Under the new law, adoptees now just need to submit an application, proof of identity, and a fee to the Virginia Department of Health Office of Vital Records.
Coming up.